Hello everybody, T3Cube here. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Aosu GTS2M. It comes in black and it comes in stickerless. And it weighs 133.9 grams. It's 61 millimeters. And it's 44.95 US dollars off of Speedcube Shop and the Cubicle, which is equal to 59.46 CAD. Or it's 35.49 US dollars off of Cubing Out Loud, which is equal to 46.95 CAD. So you could save 13 Canadian dollars or 9 US dollars just by buying it off of Cubing Out Loud, which is, you can basically get this cube and almost pay for shipping, and it would still be about the same price as getting it off of the Cubicle or Speedcube Shop, not including shipping, which is just something interesting I found. So the cube has about medium magnet strength. The inner layers are stronger than the outer layers, and it's not so noticeable, but when turning slowly you can kind of just barely feel that maybe the inner layers are stronger, but during turning it definitely keeps the inner layers together. I never worry about the inner layer coming with the outer layer while I'm turning. The cube has pretty good corner cutting. Easily can cut the first line. Can't really go much past the first line. First line's pretty effortless. Anything really past that, it's kind of like this, and it's a kind of clutch. Reverse corner cutting. First line, no problem. Anything, well, it can do this. And anything past that's not really gonna go. It's a really forceful thing. As far as the turning goes, the turning has a very bubbly feel, and I don't really know how to show it, but I can, if you listen to the turning, you can hear it. It kind of sounds bubbly, like the pieces kind of slide against each other very nicely, and it's not like rough. It's not like rough and bumpy. It's bubbly, like it's smooth, and it adds just a nice unique feel to the cube. This cube is fast and effortless to turn, and it's just an enjoyable cube to use. And this is nice because when I practice with this cube, my hands don't get tired. I can do, like last night I did an average of 40 with this cube and my hands still weren't tired. I could have kept on going. My hands were feeling just normal. And it's something nice because going from a whoosh way, after doing like 5 solves, your hands start to kind of be sore, and you just, kind of don't want to do 4x4 anymore because it's making your hands sore. It has white internals, and you never really see them while you're solving, but it is a nice thing to realize. Out of the box, this cube is very tight, and I loosened it, I think, half a screwdriver turn. And it's also quite scratchy and dry, definitely needed to be lubed. The shades, they're the same as the Moyu GTS2M and the WRM, and I believe the Aosu 5x5. As far as the external feel goes, it feels not like the Aosu GTS1 or the Aosu 5x5. This cube feels like the pieces kind of bubble out, like it goes kind of maybe in and then up, and you can kind of feel that. And also you can feel that there's these holes are very big and distinctive, and you can definitely feel that when like you're holding the cube. This cube here, the holes, I think like these are even about the same size as the 5x5 holes, and it's far less feelable. I don't know if that's a word, but you can't feel them as well. And it feels more flat, kind of. The edges are like rounded, like all Moyu cubes mostly. And I'll just do some raw turning now so that you can kind of get a better feel of how good this cube is. Another thing I will point out is during the Yao method, you often use these moves. I'll call them like R move kind of things. And when you do an R move, what happens in the cube is you reverse and normal corner cut like this. And this cube here is really good at that. Not as good as the whoosh way, but it's still really good. When doing turns, it has a very nice flow, and I don't feel like it's being interrupted by the magnets that much. I feel like the magnets definitely help the layers align, and I feel like the flow, the corner cutting is hardly noticeable while turning. It has a very soft, smooth feel. Is one thing, and it's one thing that I really enjoy about this cube. I highly recommend this as a 4x4. It's not quite as good as the Volk 4, but the Volk 4 is quite a bit more than the Aosu. So in my opinion, it wasn't worth getting the Volk 4 unless you just really want a nice feeling 4x4. The performance is about the same. I'd say the Volk 4 is a bit more controllable while keeping a bit of the speed in mind. I'd say as far as like controllability to speed of the 4x4s, the Wuchwei is the slowest and the most controllable kind of, but I would disagree with that slightly because it's when you're turning it, I often undershoot because I can't turn fast. Like the turning's too slow, so when I do a flick, it's not going far enough. The Volk 4 would be in the middle. It's not quite as fast as the Aosu GTS2M, but it's a more reasonable speed and is more controllable. This here is, you're losing a bit of control because it's so fast, but you can slow it down with lube. So they're almost about equal, in my opinion. Also, another factor I'll point out is that this has 5-star ratings on all 3 websites that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. That is Speedcube Shop, The Cubicle, and Cubing Out Loud. I just find that quite interesting. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.